lost a lot of you guys. So I have to go in depth a little more. Is that okay just for a moment? I have to explain myself here a little. When I said he was extremely well endowed, I mean he was extremely well endowed, okay? He was one that was like, it's not that big, honey. It's only 12 inches. I don't know if you guys heard that. It was 12 inches. Okay, see, this is a teacher. Yes, yeah, true story. I don't know if you guys know. I'm 4'10.5". I'm basically a hobbit, okay? I used to bake cookies in a tree. I got fired for putting in THC, okay? So you know what 12 inches is to someone who's 4'10.5". It's my entire fucking torso, okay? I didn't have to worry about getting pregnant with him. He just bypassed the ovaries and went right to the Trachea Expressway, guys. Okay, I remember the first time he like pulled it out and I see the shadow. And I hear, don, don, da, don, don, da, don, don, da, don. You guys, it was like Dick Vader. Okay, and you know what they say, once you go to the dark side, you don't come back from that. Do you know what they're talking about? Lady Oven, yeah. You don't come back from that, guys, yeah. You gotta do Kegels with the Death Star in order to come back from that. Quality Star Wars jokes, guys. You ready for your next comedian? Alright, as if what I said wasn't weird enough just now, I'm about to say something weirder. This next comedian, I also saw her lose her comedy virginity. How about that? I'm just getting all these comedy cherries here. She is a wonderful, funny lady. She's based out of New Jersey, but she's been taking the comedy world by storm. Please put your hands together for Miss Jenna.
Hi guys, my name is Jenna DeLuca. Chica forgot my last name. Some French she is, am I right? But I'm very excited to be making my debut here at Old Movies by the Sea. This is a very special venue. I'm good friends with the owner and I'm very, very grateful that Chica asked me to be here tonight. So really, really grateful. Before I get started, I'd like to give the disclaimer that I am actually not that funny at all. My life has just kind of been one big joke lately, so it kind of balances out. In case you couldn't tell by the outfit I was recently broken up with, I am very, 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 very single. And you know, it's kind of very uncomfortable as well because I do actually, in fact, work full-time with my ex-boyfriend and his dad. How fun. His dad actually signs my paychecks. Hopefully I don't lose any money in the next one. But I will say it's probably a little more uncomfortable for him because in the grand scheme of things, it's probably really bad to have someone who's very angry and upset with you walking around your job and your gym, who has seen your dick, knows your passwords, and also knows the code to your back door. And yes, I mean the actual back door. He was not that adventurous. Yeah, now this might not seem like a big deal to everybody here, but he drives an overly lifted pickup truck. And I don't know that everyone is following me here, but if you've ever heard the saying, the louder the truck, the smaller the peen. And while I love myself a pint-sized 30-second joyride, yee-haw, it's probably not his proudest moment. Sadly, this seems like a commonality for people in my age group. Either they're not really packing, or it's under a minute. It's a little disappointing, so to speak. But, you know, not for nothing, I have this rule, and it is ladies first. You know, you take care of me, and then I'll make sure you're taken care of after I'm good, right? But even the guys who know the rule kind of struggle sometimes. It is a big issue. As a a woman, I feel like, do I really have to do all the work? I have to go to my job, then I have to come home to cook and clean, and now I also have to tell you where to find the clit? Kind of an issue. And it's to the point where, a guy will be down there looking at my inner thigh, and I'm like, don't mind me, you just keep doing the ABCs, I'll do all the work here, don't worry. I got this. I've even brought my vibrator to a few hookups because I know that they're just going to be subpar. Afterwards, I'll go into the bathroom, buzz. And the one time, the guy's like, what is that sound? Like, it's just some assholes calling about my car's extended warranty. The calls don't just stop coming. At least not until I do. So, it is my first time here tonight. Is it everyone else's first time here as well? So if even one of you enjoys yourself, you've already, surpassed my first time. My real first time, I mean. Anyone here have a really bad first time? I heard it. Let's be real, no one's first time was good. But mine was especially bad because my high school football coach interrupted the whole thing. Ooh, yeah, that's right. So I'm 17 and I decide that today is the day that I'm going to become a woman, right? So naturally I text the douchiest football player that I can think of and I say, my mom's not home, winky face. Can't wink. Not sexy at all. But either way, the guy materializes right there in my bedroom, and like any other teenage boy, he is rock hard and ready to go. So, female pleasure be damned, foreplay be damned, lubrication be damned. He just rents it right up on in there. And as he does, his phone rings. So he's here. Hello? Dickerson, get your ass to football practice. You're gonna be late. You're gonna be benched. Yes, coach. Hangs up the phone, pulls out of me, pulls up his pants, and scurries out my front door. I was very impressed because he had a really hard time finding the front door a few minutes ago. I had to use the female standard of wrong hole a couple of times. But you know what? I wasn't even that surprised, and I can't blame the guy because we did in fact have the same sex ed teacher. Our sex ed teacher was a man named Big Al Zolak. He was best known for his time on the Washington Generals basketball team. If you know that team, you know that their only purpose is to lose to the Harlem Globetrotters. So Big Al had a wonderful record of 245 losses in his career with the Washington Generals. And his sex ed teacher career echoed that of his basketball career. Both were horrible. This man would show on the projector screen cases of STDs that had to be fatal because he was trying to convince us that if we had sex, we would in fact die. And I still can't use the words blue and waffles in the same sentence. Yeah, it's a good one, right? Yeah, we love blue waffles. So basically, I learned everything I know from a combination of Maury and dial-up internet. Everyone remembers dial-up internet. That was a great time, right? You had to hear all those nice sounds like... It was great. It was great. And by the time I got online, I would go right to my favorite website, freeporn.com. It was much like LimeWire in the sense that the second you logged on, you were guaranteed to get a computer virus. But computer viruses of that time were very, very different. No one was trying to, hold your files for ransom or steal your identity. Instead, it was like a middle-aged white man in his mother's basement who sent a nude of some woman to your desktop computer that was going to do this. And you could never catch that X as hard as you possibly tried. And if you were like me, your parents were going to log on to that computer in about 5 hours and that woman would still be... But in the grand scheme of things, was that really that bad? 3 bouncing boobs on your computer? Shit, people pay for that today. And not for nothing, I do accept Venmo, Cash App, JDelX if anyone is so inclined. I know you're probably thinking, damn, that girl's really going through it if she's giving that information out. And the truth is, I am. This week, I have lost my boyfriend. I need a new car. And my dog almost died and was at the puppy ER yesterday. So it has been a time. But I will say, the relationship thing, that's on me. And that is because I'm really not all that great at picking them. I see a red flag and I run right to it. It's like the running of the frickin' bulls. A guy could be like, Toro, Toro, in my DMs, and I'll run right to him 10 out of 10 times. So one of my more recent relationships, it lasted 9 months, probably because he didn't want to, risk that I might be carrying a baby all that time later. Who's to say? But, it lasted that long. I had met him online, and I had caught him cheating on me. Now, I did not walk into our apartment and see him with another woman. I did find fresh basil in the fridge. Now, I know some of you are pausing like, what the hell is wrong with fresh basil? Nothing. But this guy lived off of microwavable tubs of Bob Evans mac and cheese and did not know what to do with a fresh herb if it hit him in the face. There was the additional moment when I saw that he was commenting on other females' Facebook posts. And, he didn't realize that those were public for everybody to see. So I did confront him, and he said, and I quote, "I must have been hacked." Yes, because every good hacker is logging on to a mediocre lumberjack-looking 28-year-old's profile to hit on women that are totally out of his league. Seems legit. So, when we broke up, I was feeling a little liberated, a little crazy, a little free, but also, like all the ladies in the room, a little petty. And I had seen that his relationship status had changed rather quickly to in a relationship with the basil buying bitch, might I add. So I did the most mature thing that I could possibly think of. And I commented, LOL, all caps, period. But if anybody asks, I was hacked. Anyway, that is my time. I'm Jenna DeLuca, and I'm so glad to have been here with you tonight.
You got it?
We just got to second base. I think I'm pregnant. Guys, another round of applause for Jenna DeLuca. Awesome. Oh gosh, I don't even remember that age.